is the eternal source of energy that invigorates us and helps us to fight against unknown and unexpected situations, it is indeed the sun. Aditya, another name for the sun. And Sarala Birla Academy, a member of the Aditya Birla Group, would like to infuse some of that energy into your minds and hearts as you become a part of this charmed circle which we call SBA family. This is an all-boys, fully residential, pure vegetarian school sprawling across 65 acres of lush green campus. All staff and students live on campus. It is a holistic community and an extended family. The vision and mission of the school have been laid down by our chairman, Mr. Kumar Mangalam Birla. It is with his ideas that this institution imbibes traditional Indian culture as well as a global perspective in the minds of its inmates. True, we are at present meeting on a digital platform, but never fear, we shall meet soon. We all have this deep faith and fervent hope that we do meet soon. In the past, we have always looked forward to this day. There is a palpable excitement in the air at SBA as we gear up for the orientation and welcome of the new students into the precincts of SBA. We eagerly wait to see the expressions on their faces as the Tapovan-like surroundings begin to enthrall them. As the festivities end, parents leave their wards behind with a deep sense of contentment and reassurance in their hearts. Once the young boys accept this as their home away from home, they begin to love this Gurukul, which is far from the din and bustle of the city. They wake up to the chorus of chirping birds and retire for the night, satisfied that they have completed their day's study. But alas, this year it's different. Here we are before the camera, not meeting face to face, and speaking to you only remotely, while you are literally hundreds of miles away. But then we are secure in the knowledge that we have already captivated your hearts. This is a tremendous occasion, and we are gathered together with a serious resolve to chart out a successful career path and secure future for the bright young men who wish to learn with us. We thank you, dear parents, for reposing your faith in us and entrusting us with the guidance of your children. We extend a hearty welcome to you all. This is a family which believes in Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. So, God willing, when you arrive on this campus, we shall be ready to welcome you with full hearts. Before we proceed further, let us all pray to the Almighty that we may build up an inner reserve of strength to tackle this entirely unheard of situation. Dear God, you are with us in every transition and change. As we enter into this new era with excitement and even some anxiety, we feel reassured by your deep compassion, presence, and abounding love. We thank you for the gifts, talents, and skills with which you have blessed us. We thank you for the experiences that have brought us to this moment. We ask you to grant us the light of learning and help us to lead these young men in the right direction. Light is strength. Light is hope. It is light that shall free the world from the clutches of the enemy of mankind. You two children have to find out what sparks a light in you so that you, in your own way, can illuminate the world. It is now time to light the lamp. May I request our principal, Mr. Santanu Das, CFO, Mrs. Vani Pratap, Headmaster, Mr. Felix Sanctus, Assistant Headmaster, Mr. Sudeep Mukherjee, IGCSE Coordinator, Mr. Pravesh Kumar Sharma, Housemaster, Mr. Shubhrajit Sharma, and the student representative, Master Anirudh Kamal, to light the auspicious lamp marking the commencement of the new school session.
गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पत आनः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पत आनः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती.
Thank you, Madam and Sirs. Our school choir is ready to break into song and welcome you into our midst with their mellifluous rendition. They have been beautifully trained by our music faculty, Mr. Rohin Joseph and Dr. K.K. Mishra.
स्वागत ನಮ್ಮ ಶಾಲೆಗೆ चमकुटे मंडलम बजुटे बागये चमकुटे गा रही है गा रही है गा रही है ला 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 ये सूर्य चमका ये नूर चलका जो मेरी मेरी खुशबू आ रही है स्वागत आपका SBA में है दिल खुशी खुशी से गा रहा है ला 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 ला
Thank you, children. Our principal, Mr. Santanu Das, will now deliver his welcome address to you.
Good morning, dear children, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Online Orientation Day 2020 of Sarla Birla Academy. SBA is the dream child of our respected chairman, Mr. Kumar Mangalam Birla, and it's my privilege to convey to you his best wishes and prayers. Joining us on this program at this very moment, we have with us Dr. Pragya Ram, Group Executive President and Group Head, CSR, Legacy Documentation and Archives. Dr. Ram is the senior member of the school governing body, and we owe so much to her constant support and guidance that we have been fortunate to have all these years. Ma'am joins us to welcome you to this family called Sarla Birla Academy. This is a very important day for us, ladies and gentlemen, because on this day we collectively discuss the upbringing of our children. Our children do not come to us so that we could teach them a bit of physics and chemistry in the classroom. Yes, we do that too. But there are much bigger things at play here. We have our children come to us because we hope to teach them how to grow up in the best of tradition, getting to know the best of cultures. We have always believed whatever we wish to see in our children in the years to come, they must see that in us today. During your visit to this school, I must have shared with you that this school was set up by our chairman, Mr. Kumar Mangalam Birla, with a very specific vision. And that is to have the children of this school grow up in such a way that in the years to come, when they pass out from the portals of this institution, they are the kind of leaders that this country and the world are waiting for. Leaders who will lead by vision, courage, understanding, and humility. That last word, humility, is of immense importance to us. For we have come to realize that any leadership that hopes to sustain itself over a period of time must have humility very firmly embedded in it. We also hope to teach our children how to view success, achievement, and if they have to, how to measure them. We do not want them to measure success just by the hierarchical steps that they might climb on the corporate ladder someday. They must measure success and achievement, and also by the amount of sunshine that they would bring in the lives of all those around them, particularly in those who have not probably been as lucky as they have been. Ladies and gentlemen, I know you have shared with me, we are passing through some very difficult times. These indeed are times of stress, times of anxiety, uncertainty, but this will pass. However, till that happens, we are also seeing a lot of loss, lot of damage around us. Some of you have shared your anxiety at an increasing number of schools that are closing down across the country. An increasing number of schools which probably are not able to function at full staff strength. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to assure you, by the grace of God and because of the love and warmth that we receive from you, SBA is on very firm footings. we are fully geared to function the way we have functioned, the way we are functioning in the years to come. We are functioning at full staff strength, be it academic or administrative or technical or support. You have reposed your faith and trust in us. Please know that we are fully geared and we have both the intent and the wherewithal to do full justice to that. Please do not have any anxiety whatsoever in this regard. Dear parents, please know that this school is ready in every possible way to restart as soon as we get the government nod to do so. Grandparents, parents, children, we had shared that the parents who are at home and we, the parents who are here at school, we are partners in the upbringing and education of our children. And the strength of this partnership lies in the understanding and trust that we will bring to the table. I would also request for us to please realize that our dear children do not belong only to us. They belong to the society at large. They belong to the world. They are the citizens of tomorrow. This has been so beautifully summed up in the verses of Khalil Gibran. This is what he wrote. Your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. They come through you, but not from you. And though they are with you, yet they belong not to you. You may give them your love, but not your thoughts, for they have their own thoughts. You may house their bodies, but not their souls, for their souls dwell in the house of tomorrow. You may strive to be like them, but seek not to make them like you, for life goes not backwards, nor tarries with yesterday. And now a few words for the young men out there. Dear children, we know you're going through very difficult times. These are times of stress and anxiety as much for you as for us elders. We know you might be thinking, what is it that you may have done to have got such a deal? But please know that sometimes the best of men get the worst of deals. But he who is the best will also know that these storms are meant to rage and remain within the confines of the chest of a man. He who is the best knows how to accept this with equanimity and will not allow his smile to wane in spite of this storm and turbulence deep within. But this will pass, children. This storm is not going to last too long. And when it does, you will find us waiting for you with our itinerary that's full of action, adventure. There will be a lot of excitement in the things that we do. And please come prepared to be a partner of this school, to be a part of the functioning of this school, because we want you to know and see from up close how the school functions and get to understand it and maybe learn from this. There will be a lot of studies, yes. There will be a lot of hard work, yes. But there is also going to be a lot of enjoyment, a lot of partying, singing, dancing. But we will do all that with a certain sense of dignity and a certain sense of responsibility. For you cannot possibly meander in the alleyways of mediocrity and hope to achieve big things in life. You must function, all of us must do that, in ways which are slightly out of the ordinary if we wish for this world to perceive us as extraordinary. And that is what we wish for you, dear children, that someday this world sees and recognizes you for what you are, extraordinary leaders of your times. I would like to finish this with a few verses from a poem that have inspired the likes of me over decades. And they are from a poem called If, written by Rudyard Kipling, and this is how it goes. If you can keep your head when all about are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, if you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet up with both triumph and disaster, and treat both those impostors just the same. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing left in you except that will which says to you, hold on. If you can fill every unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours will be the earth and all that's on it. And what's more, you'll be a man, my son. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The teacher is the quintessential person in the boarding school who interacts with her students with a personal approach throughout the years spent by the child in the school. She is at once the guide, mentor, friend, and parent to her students. I now invite our principal to introduce you to the faculty at SB.
Let us start with the senior leadership team.
you, sir. The academic program offered at SBA is rich in variety and content. At the same time, pastoral and residential life serene and disciplined, while the students live and grow in close proximity to nature. I invite our headmaster, Mr. Felix Sanctus, to acquaint you all with the details of these two aspects of life at SBA.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, parents, grandparents, well-wishers, and my dear young friends. Welcome to Sarla Birla Academy and welcome to this Orientation Day program 2020. Our school has a profound and overarching vision envisaged by our chairman, Mr. Kumar Mangalam Birla. I would like to highlight a few very important and key words of this vision. It is to ignite minds. It is to make learning an enjoyable experience, create a love for learning. It is for continuous development. It is to develop a higher sense of self-esteem among the students and to foster life skills, and above all, to make them first among equals when they go out to the real world. What a beautiful and what an amazing and what a profound and comprehensive vision by our chairman. And to fulfill this, we have a few mission statements. As an academic community and residential community, for example, we foster to develop independent, articulate and compassionate men of integrity. And there are many like this, about 4 or 5 of them. When you get time, please read on your screen and understand and try and practice with your children, with our students. To execute this mission, we endeavor to provide outstanding academic and residential facility, to make our parents partners in education and implement exemplary teaching and learning programs. Sarla Birla Academy also has a philosophy and objectives to achieve. In fact, there are quite a few, and therefore I again request our well-wishers and parents to go through them on the screen. Dear parents, let's now come to the staff of Sarla Birla Academy. The teaching staff, the admin staff, technical staff. All these staff members hail from renowned schools across India. They play multiple roles. They have many strengths and qualities in them. For example, they are teachers, they are tutors, they are guides, they are philosophers, they are friends, and even they are parents here. They are well qualified, they have long experience in curricula and co-curricular activities. They are skilled educators, and so we have about 52 teaching staff, 17 admin staff members, 26 technical staff. Only for about 400 children. We follow the following curriculums. From grade 5 to 8, we have a blended curriculum of all features of different curriculums. For grade 9 and 10, we have ICSE and IGCSE. For 11 and 12, we have ISE and IBDP. We offer multiple subjects in the middle school, in the ICSE level, ISE level, and IBDP level, IGCSE level. You may kindly go through these subjects again on the screen, but what is very important is to choose the right curriculum and the relevant subjects, especially when your children come to grade 9. We offer the very important subjects and very core subjects which prepare our children for higher education. These curriculums or these subjects are supported by various programs. For example, we organize scholastic aptitude test called SAT to prepare the children to take admissions overseas. We also have value education series called the School Cinema, We have career counseling and placement guidance. We follow parallel classes to help the weaker children. We evaluate and report the learning outcomes in the following manner. We have 4 assessments, 2 formal examinations, half-yearly and final examinations. Report cards and house master's reports are sent to the parents after every evaluation and exams. There are 3 formal parent-teacher meetings. As I said, dear parents, we are partners in education. We request you to attend all these parent-teacher meetings and give us your valuable feedback. Sarala Birla Academy is affiliated to many international associations such as IAYP,
Duke of Edinburgh Award Scheme,
Round Square, IPSC, ISA from the British Council, KISA and ASISC. All these associations provide various opportunities for our children to engage themselves, to empower themselves and to become
global leader.
all the activities conducted by these august bodies are taken part in, and also SBA conducts various activities under the aegis of these profound associations. We also conduct educational and socio-cultural exchange programs every year. And in this, I would like to mention the name of one school in Bordeaux, France, that is Lycée Sud Medoc. From 2017 to 2019, in fact, even
This year, we would have gone,
but for COVID-19 pandemic. We organize Pick Mackay programs. We invite personalities of international repute like Dr. Robert Swan, Mrs. Kavita Krishnamurthy, Dr. Abu Bakr, Mr. Rahul Bose, Mr. Anil Kumble, and we organize various training programs and collaborative meetings with other schools. We organize various workshops, even our teachers organize workshops to the children and teachers of other schools, especially the board batches. We organize activities under the aegis of IAYP, Model United Nations Conferences, Round Square. We organize tours and treks, national and overseas. All these events and programs fill the children with life skills or core skills. Dear parents, Sarala Birla Academy is an inclusive school. We accept mild to moderate children with special education needs, and we support them. We support them in the following ways: by conducting parallel classes, remedial classes, one-to-one help, education evaluation, and so on and so forth. If you have any concern about your child, about or on special education need, please share the need with our school counselor. We organize various co-curricular and extracurricular activities in the school. Inter-school, inter-house events, inter-class competitions. Our school assemblies are conducted by the children. We undertake national and international tours, Model United Nations conferences, and all the activities, as I mentioned earlier, under the aegis of renowned international affiliations or conferences or associations. We also take part in the activities, inter-school activities conducted by the council. And all these activities, my dear parents and well-wishers, provide our children with opportunities to become holistic all-rounders. Sarala Birla Academy has the following clubs, which we call them clubs for socially useful productive works and cash activities under IBDP. Some of them are Quiz Club, Holistic Growth Club, Photography Club, Chess Club, Robotics, and Dramatic Clubs. These clubs again provide immense exposure and experience to our children to develop their inner talents. We have departments like sports, music, and art. In sports, we conduct various sports, about 10 to 12, and each sport or games event is guided by a coach. We have 2 full-time teachers on campus. We take part in all major events, national level, regional level, and we go even up to SGFI games level, that is School Games Federation of India. In music, we have various levels of musical features or musical facilities in our school, and we have instructors for each event or each facility, and we also have 2 full-time music teachers on campus. We take part in various major musical events that take place in India as well as abroad. For example, we had a musical concert in Germany and Holland in 2016 and 2017. In the arts area, we have 2 full studios for drawing, painting, sculpture, batik, clay modeling, and 2 halls for exhibition and display of artistic works by our students. Here as well, we take part in various competitions, inter-school, national level, regional level, and state level. Sports, music, and art, we offer them as curricular subjects as well as skill education subjects. And our children bring laurels to the school. On the one side, they make us proud. On the other side, it helps them to become all-rounder personalities. Let us now come to the residential life, pastoral care, boarding houses. I'm sure our young ones will be excited about this. We have 4 boarding houses: Aditya, Bhaskar, Marchand, and Vyavaswan House. And these houses are staffed with housemaster, assistant housemaster, house mother, and 2 residential tutors. There are also student leaders, house captains, vice captains, and prefects. There are various facilities in the houses like Wi-Fi round the clock security system, housekeeping, hot water, recreational facilities, and so on. Study hours are supervised by the tutors. Morning milk and evening milk and with light snacks are provided to the children with light snacks. We have also a tutorial system. Every group of 10 to 12 students are under the supervision and care and guidance of a teacher called the tutor. They have fortnight meetings for sharing and caring and problem solving. These tutors accompany them in the games field, in the dining hall, and look after their health and hygiene habits. They also accompany them to the tours and treks as well as to the hospital if they are admitted in the hospital for illness. This is the way we communicate with you, dear parents. Telephone numbers and email IDs of all the staff members will be given to you. Children can communicate with you through emails and chatting and telephone calls on weekends or on designated dates with the schedule. Parents, kindly feel free to share any of your concern with any of us in Sarala Birla Academy. We have a hospital with sufficient facilities with 18 beds and a resident doctor and 3 nurses. For specialties, we of course refer to some renowned hospitals in the city. Otherwise, all medical care is being taken care of in our school. All medical needs should be intimated to the school doctor and the housemasters so that we can do the needful at the right time and the right way. We have a full-fledged dining hall and a cafeteria, and therefore food from outside is not allowed. We provide pure vegetarian but Indian, Chinese, continental and balanced diet and menu. For travel arrangements, we request you, dear parents, to make arrangements personally or through our travel desk called Across the Monde, ATM. We have a well-knit and strong alumni association. I'm sure most of them, our first batches may be working or doing their own business. Our first batch was in 2009, and thereafter who have passed out of or graduated from our school are studying in various overseas universities like London School of Economics, I will spell only a few and not all, Berklee College of Music, Manchester, Purdue, Georgia, Indiana, Johns Hopkins,
Imperial College.
and also in Indian colleges and universities which are quite famous, quite renowned. Christ University, Jain University,
IIT,
MIT, VIT, Narsi Munji, Delhi University, and so on. We meet once a year during the annual days as ex-students, and their various sharings and suggestions take place for the development and improvement of their alma mater. Now let's go through some of the do's and don'ts which are very important for a residential life or for pastoral care. Academic block is considered to be the sacred one, and therefore decorum, discipline and silence is very, very important. We have assemblies every day and school uniform, both of them are compulsory. Grade 9 to 12, they come under the purview of the board examinations, and therefore we have to follow every rule of the council or the board in various ways, even for promotions. Reporting on time for classes, meals and all activities, even after the vacation, is compulsory. We have zero tolerance policy for physical violence, verbal abuse or bullying, zero tolerance for substance abuse of any kind, zero tolerance for unfair means in the examinations or academic dishonesty, zero tolerance for disrespect towards peers or towards any elders on the campus. We request to dear parents, only the parents or the legal guardians to communicate with the school authorities. Expensive gadgets like mobiles, laptops, or other electronic and digital or ornamental items are not permitted to be in the possession of the children. Request for change of sections or house is not entertained. Birthdays of the children are celebrated on campus, and the parents can visit the children on 2 Sundays in the first term and once in the second term for a few hours. Parents and children are not permitted to visit the staff residences. We request to dear parents to have the copies of these important documents and submit them in the school. Passport copies of parents and children, copies of Aadhaar cards of parents and children, and PAN cards of parents. Of course, the school provides the school IDs for the children for various purposes. You also can avail 2 or 3 days of leave for important occasion in the family. Besides this, we have 3 major vacations. I think these are quite good enough and keep the children connected with the family as well as the extended family Sarala Birla Academy. Dear parents, Sarala Birla Academy celebrates all the birthdays and all the feasts of every religion. We also have house parties twice in a year. We also have food festivals twice a year, and thus we provide sufficient entertainment to groom the children into holistic and into all-round personalities. Dear parents and children, we have round-the-clock security and surveillance system on the entire campus, and all of you are requested to comply with this security check, which is for our own safety and security. Dear parents, I now would like to present to you the Council or Board Exam Results 2020. In ICSE Grade 10, the highest aggregate is 98.8%, scored by Aryan Jhunjhunwala. He also scored hundreds in 4 subjects out of 5 subjects. This is followed by Rushil Malode with 98%. He also scored hundreds or centum in 2 of the 5 subjects. And half of the students have scored the aggregate above 90%. The school average is 86.98%. In ISC Grade 12, the highest aggregate in commerce is 96%, scored by Hemant Agarwala. In science, 91% by Shaurya Agarwal. And almost 1/3 of the students have scored aggregate above 90%. And the school average is 82.69%. IBDP Grade 12, the highest grade points, 43 out of 45, scored by Sapal Nach. Average grade points are 31.47. Number of highest achievable grade, that is 7 in a subject, that is the highest grade you can achieve. 10 students have achieved this. The IGCSE 2020 results are awaited. Dear parents, the events, activities, programs and policies mentioned above are observed at Sarla Birla Academy during the normal, regular and general situations and conditions. In 2020, we had to alter a few of our programs due to COVID virus. For example, online classes and online activities. We have trained our teachers for taking online classes on the MS Teams platform by Microsoft. We had a training for a week and thereafter time to time to improve upon the features. Now the online classes are going on full swing for all classes, all subjects and all curriculums. FAs and essays have been conducted. Feedback reports have been sent to the parents. We have created also online teams and channels for providing other resources like library, SBA activities, SBA communications. Please go to MS Teams and click on all teams. You will get these facilities there. We are also planning many inter-house and inter-class events and also the half-yearly examination. We will prepare an internal calendar and share with you. We may have to also alter many other programs this year especially, like the tours and treks and the autumn break. We may not be able to have in full scale. So we will have to plan for this and see how we can alter and make up for the time or the days that we have already lost. Now let us have a few glimpses of the online classes and activities.
See the slide?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we'll start with this slide today. So every one of us wishes to enjoy, isn't it? We all enjoy the leisure time with our loved ones at the most desired heavenly places. So let's start.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you.
I choose a safari trip to Africa.
I have a quiz before we start. Can you identify these buildings, children? Any of the buildings?
First one is the White House.
Not that way. One by one, please.
Mathematical statement of equation, okay, that expresses the equality between assets and that's how we define accounting equation. Basically, this is what I'm talking about. Assets is equal to liabilities plus capital. If you remember when we were doing basic terms and when I was explaining capital, assets and liabilities, over there I had spoken to you about 3 equations.
We are supposed to start the Newton's second law of motion, where we have mentioned slightly in the last lesson. we'll see for Newton's second law of motion today. Newton's second law of motion. I have shown some simple animations there. That leg which is pushing the balloon and the ball we have seen last class also. The first
document you can see. Now see this important point. Cos of x square plus 3 and the two ways of writing. If you don't give the bracket, the meaning changes altogether. So be careful about this, right? Y is.
Dear parents, we are confident that we will look after your son very well towards all his needs and safety here at SBA. We are very well prepared to welcome them wholeheartedly. We assure you that your sons are in safe and well-nurturing hands of SBA family. They are our treasure. They are our sons from today. We find abundant joy and above all in giving them ourselves fully and giving until it hurts. Thank you and have fruitful days ahead. And let's continue this warm and cherishable relationship for years to come. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. Thank you, one and all, and God bless.
Thank you, sir. There is a unique leadership program prevailing in the school. The head boy is at once the most popular student leader as well as the face of the school to the world at large. He, together with the house captains, is like a big brother who nurtures a protective attitude towards juniors. Two of our past head boys who left their own distinctive mark on the school will now regale you with their experiences in their school years at SBA.
Hello to everyone. Hello to my family at SBA and hello to my soon-to-be family at SBA. For those of you who do not know me, I'm Rishabh. I am a member of the graduating class of 2016 and I'm currently a final year student at New York University. 4 years ago, in my graduating speech, I mentioned that SBA was not just a place where I'd spent 8 years of my life. It was indeed actually a place where I'd spent a life of 8 years. 4 years down the road today, I believe those words could not have been any more truer. My time at SBA was not just the best few years of my life, but they were also the most important years of my life. And here's why. While my time at SBA might not have taught me about everything there is for me to learn in the world about, but what it certainly did was it taught me the right attitude, the courage, and the sincerity, all three of which would come a long way in allowing me to handle any challenges that come at me in my life. Shantanu sir always talks about the fact that you never stay at the same place. It's either you're going up or you're going down. What SBA does is it provides you opportunities at your footstep, ones that if used in the right way are incremental in allowing you to constantly scale up in life. And it's through these resources that they ensure that you develop the right attitude and you develop the right courage to almost foreseeably challenge anything that comes your way. So to my friends who are joining SBA, all I can say is make use of these resources and be truly open to exploring new opportunities that come your way. If you've never sang before, go ahead and try to sing. If you've never played an instrument before, go ahead and try to play that instrument. If you've never kicked the ball before, go ahead and try to kick that ball. SBA is your perfect place to explore yourself. SBA is a perfect place for you to find yourself because you never know what you might be good at. When I joined SBA in class 5, I joined as someone who did not know anything. In fact, I couldn't even speak properly in English. I'm sure that's come a long way since then. But a large part of that is purely because of the opportunities that SBA exposed me to. So go ahead and take these opportunities onto yourself. Be open, be truly open, and have fun at the end of the day. For parents who are very anxious, all I can say is that just take a seat back, because you've made this decision, and I'm sure you've made the right decision. SBA is truly a phenomenal place to be in. It's one of the best institutions in this country, and I'm not sure if any other institution can replicate the magic in ways that SBA can. So that's all from my side. For my friends who are becoming a part, I hope to see you soon as graduates on the other side of the door. Once when you become alumni, we'll be very happy to welcome you to the alumni body. But until then, have fun, and most importantly, stay safe. Take care.
Hello friends, I'm Nikhil M. Goyal from the batch of 2020. Welcome to the SBA community. This word community has much more than a nice ring to it. It means that SBA is a family that pushes you to strive towards your own goals. SBA is very special because it is not only the students who learn here, it is the teachers who learn and adapt from each and every student they teach. I know that all of you who will be watching this video will be joining school in different grades, and for a few it might seem to be a long journey. But take it from me, who studied here for 7 years, this journey of yours will never be long enough. It won't be a cakewalk, and it will definitely get tough many a times. But that's how you'll learn. Just remember, this is a journey that you and the teachers have embarked on together. Now all you have to do is help them help you. Keep in mind one thing though, that this school does not only represent you, but it represents each and every one of the student that has ever entered the portals of this magnificent institution. So it is of the utmost importance that you give all you have to this school, because this school deserves the best, and it can only be achieved when you start thinking of this institution as less of a school and more of a family. I would like to wish all of you the very best in this journey of yours. Though I am not able to look at all of you right now, I feel really happy for all of you, because you will be enjoying so much that this school has to offer. Congratulations again, everyone.
Thank you, boys. Let us all stand up in our places for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे